The world of K-pop was shaken once again. When whispers began to spread across social media, Jungkook is leaving. For a long time, the phrase sent shockwaves through millions of fans, stirring anxiety, disbelief, and speculation across continents. For days, hashtags like Sakura where is Jungkook and HYBE explain trended worldwide. Fans clung to every piece of rumor, every blurry airport photo, every cryptic post that could hint at the truth. But when HYBE finally released an official statement, the truth was both illuminating and heartbreaking. Behind the scenes, a complex mix of exhaustion, artistic conflict, and deep emotion had led Jungkook to make one of the hardest decisions of his career. Yet the statement also revealed that Jungkook himself was struggling to accept what had transpired, a man caught between duty, passion, and the weight of the world's expectations. For years, Jungkook has stood as a symbol of perfection, the golden Maknae of BTS, the prodigy who could sing, dance, and command the stage with natural ease. But behind that flawless image, few realized the silent toll that constant fame had taken on him. In countless interviews, he had hinted at moments of fatigue, of yearning for normalcy, of wanting to live as Jungkook rather than Jungkook of BTS. When the rumors began, they seemed absurd. Fans refused to believe that the idol who had just released successful solo projects and captured international headlines would step away. Jungkook's 2023-2025 era had been marked by global triumphs, hit singles, fashion campaigns, and live performances that drew record-breaking crowds. Yet beneath that shining exterior, those closest to him saw the subtle cracks beginning to form. Jungkook has always given more than 100%, said one close staff member in an anonymous interview. He doesn't just perform, he lives every song. But there comes a point when even the strongest artists reach emotional burnout. That burnout, HYBE's statement revealed, was at the heart of the issue. The label explained that Jungkook had requested an extended break, a personal hiatus meant for reflection, recovery, and recalibration. The world interpreted it as a departure, but internally, it was seen as a pause, though one that could last a long time. The news sent armies worldwide into emotional chaos. Some understood. Some were angry, and many simply cried. Jungkook had always seemed unstoppable, almost superhuman. To see him stepping back felt like watching the sun fade, even if only temporarily. But the twist came in HYBE's second announcement. Jungkook had not fully agreed with the label's framing of his hiatus. According to insider sources, Jungkook was deeply conflicted about how the news was communicated. He felt misunderstood, as if his wish for a moment of peace had been transformed into a narrative of absence. He didn't want fans to think he was leaving them, said one source close to the singer. Indeed, Jungkook's silence spoke volumes. Normally active online, he vanished from platforms for several days after HYBE's press release. No live streams, no posts, no playful updates. The internet filled the void with speculation. Was he angry? Sad? Relieved? Those who knew him best, however, described a man wrestling with identity. He's proud of everything BTS has accomplished, but he's also searching for meaning. Beyond the spotlight, shared another industry insider. He loves music more than anything, but fame is a double-edged sword. He wants to rest without being labeled as quitting. As days passed, the global media frenzy intensified. Major entertainment outlets debated the implications of Jungkook's hiatus. Some analysts speculated that it could mark a new chapter for BTS's future. Others believed it reflected a growing awareness in the K-pop industry of mental health and the pressure of idol life. But to fans, this wasn't about industry patterns. It was about their Jungkook, the young man who had given them so much light and inspiration. Online, armies began organizing tribute projects, digital billboards, charity campaigns, and fan letters addressed to Jungkook. Messages of love poured in from Seoul, New York, London, and São Paulo. Hashtags like "We Wait for Jungkook" and "Always with JK" flooded social media. The fan community, often divided in opinions, united in emotional solidarity. Behind the curtain, HYBE executives were in constant communication with Jungkook. Reports suggested that he was not entirely satisfied with the way the announcement was phrased, feeling that it exaggerated the situation. He didn't want it to sound like an ending, said an unnamed representative. He just wanted to breathe. And breathing, it turned out, was something Jungkook desperately needed. After years of relentless schedules, sleepless nights, and the expectation to always shine, he began focusing on his well-being. Sources close to him described quiet moments of reflection, journaling, traveling, and reconnecting with family. He's learning to exist outside of the noise, one friend explained. To wake up without a schedule, to make music for himself, not for charts. But even in rest, Jungkook's heart remained restless. He missed performing, missed his bandmates, and missed the army. He reportedly sent messages to close friends, expressing guilt. Guilt that fans might feel abandoned, guilt that he wasn't strong enough to keep going non-stop. Jungkook doesn't realize how much he's already given, said one senior music producer who worked with him. He's carried a global phenomenon on his shoulders since he was a teenager. What he needs now isn't more applause, it's peace. HYBE's clarification in subsequent interviews attempted to ease public concern. This is not a permanent departure, one spokesperson emphasized. Jungkook remains a core artist of our family. We fully support his decision to take time for himself. Still, fans couldn't help but notice the emotional undertones in the company's words. For a long time, that phrase lingered in everyone's mind. How long was long? Months? A year? More? The ambiguity fueled both hope and heartbreak. Meanwhile, Jungkook's bandmates were supportive yet discreet. Each member, aware of the sensitivity of the situation, avoided direct comments. But RM's cryptic social media post, a photo of a sunset captioned, "Every light needs its rest," was enough to move fans to tears. Industry observers believe that Jungkook's hiatus may redefine the culture of K-pop idol management. Artists are no longer machines, noted Dr. Han Soo-yeon, a sociologist specializing in Korean pop culture. They are human beings navigating global fame at an unprecedented scale. Jungkook's courage to pause might inspire a healthier future for the industry. Even as speculation continued, Jungkook's influence remained untouched. His previous singles returned to the top of streaming charts as fans replayed his voice endlessly. Merchandise sold out, digital downloads surged, and fan art depicting him surrounded by light-flooded online platforms. The message was clear. Jungkook may step away physically, but emotionally he remained ever present. One particularly moving fan letter went viral online. It read, "Dear Jungkook, if you need time, take it. The world can wait. You gave us years of happiness. Now it's our turn to give you peace. Come back when your heart is ready. We'll still be here." Those words captured the collective sentiment of millions. For a generation that grew up with BTS, Jungkook was more than an idol. He was a companion through life's ups and downs. To see him humanized, vulnerable, and in need of rest only deepened their love. Behind closed doors, however, Jungkook struggled to accept the situation reportedly continued. He was proud of his achievements, yet frustrated by how his story was being told. He didn't want pity or dramatization. He wanted understanding. Jungkook is strong, but he's also sensitive, one insider shared. He takes things to heart. The idea that fans might misunderstand his silence hurts him the most. He doesn't want anyone thinking he's given up. The truth, as HYBE's final statement reiterated, is that Jungkook's journey is far from over. He is simply rewriting his path, one that values balance, self-care, and authenticity. Whether it takes months or years, the promise remains that Jungkook will return, renewed and stronger than before. And maybe that's the real story. Not a departure, but a transformation. The boy who once sang of dreams and youth is now learning what it means to live beyond the stage lights. In the grand narrative of BTS, every member has faced moments of reinvention. RM found solace in art and solitude. Jimin explored vulnerability through music. V embraced acting and introspection. Now it is Jungkook's turn to pause, to breathe,